You know what time it is? It's 11:11. Just got out here and got the heater on. Happy Friday. Welcome to another quick edition of Stretching and Strengthening with me. I'm here just to check in with my own body, give myself a little loving attention, a little playful movement, a little letting go of stresses. Keeping up on that self-care game. I invite you to join me if you feel like it, to whatever degree you feel like it. I'm wishing I brought my sweatshirt out here, but I didn't, so I best get moving, huh? I'm doing the floor version again because I'm having trouble with my internet up over there, but that means I'm on the floor, so let's get it moving from the floor anyhow. I guess I would still start by sitting back, rooting myself into the earth via my sits bones, hanging my spine from the sky, shake out the shoulders a little bit. Let's do some shoulder shrugging, breathing in and then just letting go, shaking that out. And again, tensing up, shrugging up, breathing in and then letting it go. One more time, tensing up. I'm going to add the wrists and fingers this time, tensing, holding, and then just releasing. Just bring the arms up overhead. Do a little gentle bending to the right, pushing that left hip down. And then to the left, pushing that right hip down. And again, a little bit deeper this time to the right. And to the left. Trying to make sure not to just lift up on that opposite side, but pressing through that hip. Come back to center. Shake that out. Let's add a little gentle twisting to get it started off here. Right hand on left knee. Left hand. Give my tailbone a nice little pat and then set that hand down close to the body and twisting through the pelvis, through the torso. Lastly, with the eyes, giving all those organs a nice little friendly good morning hug, or good afternoon, as the case might be. And then unwinding that from the top to the bottom, shaking it out, and left hand on right knee, right hand on tailbone, and then in close to the body, and twisting through the pelvis, through the torso with the eyes. And then unwinding all of that. Shake that out again. I'm going to bring these feet out in front. Bring arms up overhead and do a nice forward fold from the hips, aiming chin for toes. And then rounding down, aiming forehead for knees. And then again, chin for toes. I'm going to use my hands on legs for a little bit of pulling. Chin for toes and then rounding, forehead for knees. And one more time, chin for toes, bending from the hips, relaxing the belly, relaxing the back. And then rounding the spine, aiming the forehead for the knees. I'm going to reach out past those toes, coming up forward. And again, let's bend to the right. This time I'm going to slide that right arm out for a little bit of support so I can really make sure I'm pushing down on that left hip. Bending to the right. We're getting a nice stretch through that left side. And then coming up to center. Reaching out to the left, rooting that right hip. And bending over to the left. Hey Chris, hey Phillips, good to see you out there. Coming back to center, shaking that out. Let's bring the left foot in close to the groin, pressing this left knee down toward the ground, and forward folding over that right leg. I'm using my hands to kind of pull the body, draping the torso over that leg with a flat back, really pressing this left knee. And again, can alternate chin toward toes and forehead for knee. Kind of changing up that stretch, just noticing how it feels different with a rounded spine or a straight spine from the hip. Reaching out past that foot, coming up with a straight back again. Let's add just a little passive twisting over to the left, keeping both sits bones rooted in the ground. And over to the right. Let's put both feet out front. Give the knees a little love, and then bring this right foot in close to the groin. Pressing the knee down, pressing both sits bones into the ground, and folding the body over the left leg. Aiming chin for toes, and then forehead for knee, and then chin for toes, and forehead for knee, and chin for toes, and forehead to knee, and then one more time, chin for toes, reaching out past those toes, coming up with a relatively straight spine, and let's go to the left. Just passively stretching, not using my hands for torque, trying to keep both sits bones rooted. Just noticing the difference in that twist. Coming back to forward. Let's bring both feet together. Bring palms of feet together, as I like to say. I have my unstretchy jeans on today, so I'll just do the best I can. That's all we can do. Kind of wiggle these feet in closer to the groin and stretch these knees out. We call this butterfly in kindergarten, right? Pulling with the hands on the feet to pull the chest forward a little bit. Pressing both knees toward the floor. Let's hope I don't rip these jeans. These are really nice padded jeans that I just got, but they're very unstretchy. Got a lot of layers. Nice and warm though, which is good. I'm going to come onto both feet into a squat position. It's a position I encourage in myself and others on a daily basis. I know it kind of looks funny because we're out of practice, but it's really good for the body. Pressing both heels down, and I'm going to bring my elbows onto my knees, pulling the chest forward. Pushing the knees back a little bit. Remembering to breathe and smile. I like to use the elbows on knees to kind of get a little twist here. It's really good through my shoulders and torso. If you really wanted to get fancy and exhilarated, add a little more strengthening, you could do frog hops from here. I'm not going to do them though because I might bounce my camera right off the stand over there. I don't have much room but for one frog hop. Although I am tempted, and I am in favor of frog hopping because that's a good silly exercise. It's also a lot more challenging than it might sound when you say it. Try it, you'll see. I double dog dare ya to try a frog hop and take a video of it and show me. Alright, I'm going to put feet on the ground, lift the hips, come into a forward fold. And just hang here, letting the neck go, wiggling the shoulders a little bit, and I'm going to roll up, pushing through the feet, stacking one vertebra on the next. Checking in with the spine, hitting the end of the dome. I think I'm out of room here. I'm surprised that I'm still mostly in camera I got contacts in, so I can't see a thing at any distance. It's not entirely true. It's only sort of true. I'm going to come into a straddle and do some hip dips. That gives a nice stretch on the inner thigh for me. One side, then the other. And let's move both feet to the left. Do a forward fold over that left side. Aiming chin for toes again, just draping the body over that front leg. I'm going to bring the hands down and then move feet back to parallel forward, using both hands on both legs for a nice stretch from the hips. And then walking these feet over to the right side, draping the body over that right leg. Again, aiming chin for toes. Hi. It's good to check in the camera now and then, huh, self? Yeah. Alright, and then back to center. Pulling on both legs. And pushing through the legs. Try not to lock these knees. Rolling on up. I am hitting the dome. That's no problem with that. Shake that out. I'm going to shake my ring off. That's a good sign that my hands aren't too puffy today. I'm going to plant both feet under both hips. Check the alignment under the shoulders, the ears, shoulders, hips, ankles, and then I'm going to slide the hips, keeping them relatively parallel to the floor plane. Gives a nice stretch through the torso. That was my heater. Has an interesting noise. And then for contrast, I'm going to do pushing it into the hip, lifting weight off of the right, pushing into the left, and weight off of the left, pushing into the right. Just getting a nice stretch through that hip socket. Let's do slides again. Over to the left, over to the right, over to the left, and over to the right. One more time, left and right. And I'm going to walk these feet out into a straddle and do hip dips, bringing that stretch down into the leg. Dipping on the right, dipping on the left, dipping on the right, and dipping on the left. Got a little hitch over there on the left I can feel. That's why it's good to just check in with the body all kinds of ways. See what the body has to say today. Coming back to center. I'm going to come back on down to the floor so I'm not hitting my head. Come on to hands and knees. Let's do some cat-cows today. Another great thing to do daily. Get a move over here, I think. Keeping knees under hips, hands under shoulders, and then pushing up, tucking the tailbone under, pushing the shoulder blades apart, tucking the chin, rounding the spine, and then breathing out, letting the belly sag. Sticking out the tongue, tipping the tailbone toward the back of the head and the head toward the tailbone. Let's do that with the breath a couple times, breathing in on the cat. And out, holding, and then in. Coming back to neutral. I'm going to sit on these knees. Add a little twisting again to the left. Just Just giving those organs a nice little wringing out. And to the right. I think it's time for 100 any reps. I was going to try to blow it off, but that wouldn't be prudent, would it? No. That's the thing about 100 any reps. The reason I make them any reps is so I can't get out of them, and even if I don't have a lot of time, and even if I got lots of other stuff to do, I will do 100 quick and easy any reps. I usually do flutter kicks, but today I'm going to do what I like to call half-ass crunches. Still pressing the low back into the floor. I'm going to cross my legs, try to like I cross them the way I naturally cross them, and then I try to switch that, and then halfway through I'll probably go back the other way. And the reason I call them half-ass crunches is because, as you can see, I just kind of do this half-ass knee to elbow. I'm even cheating and can bring the knees up pretty far, although I try to keep them up at a roughly 90-degree angle. And let's count backwards from 50, 49, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 40, 39, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 30, 29, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 19, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. I'm gonna do about 10 extra because I think I might have counted wrong. And there we go. 100 any reps. Quick and easy. Zippity zop. Do some ankle rotations. Little balancing. This is the, let's call this the television watching pose. If you have to watch television, or you'll get to, or you choose to, you can also practice balancing on your tailbone, your sits bones. Hey, Mike. Hey, Brendan. Good to see you out there. Hope you enjoy a fantastic, fun Friday. Remember to take care of your body so it can take care of you. We're all in this together. I hope that you'll join me on team communication instead of team polarization. I should do a counter stretch to the belly after all those half-ass crunches. I'm going to do a little inversion, standing on my head, as it's called. Hey, Mark. Good to see ya. Yep. I'll be seeing ya. Take care of you.